What's going on, guys? So we have kind of a special video going on here. We're going to be talking about the Shiny Pikachu and when it'll be available in the States itself. So as everybody knows, we're on the, third event, I guess you want to call it, that's going around the world having to do with Pokemon. Started out with Chicago, then we got Europe, and now we have the one in Japan in Yaka, whatever you want to call it, park out in Japan there. And it's pretty major what's going on. There's a lot of new boss raid, or raid bosses, I should say, that seem to be popping up that haven't popped up before. And now I don't know exactly why they're kind of doing it this way, but also there's several regional exclusives that have been unlocked and let go out in Japan as well. And on top of all of that, we finally got our second, well, technically third and fourth, but our second shiny Pokemon with the Shiny Pikachu being available now. I will tell you this, it is very easy to not know that you had one, because although the Shiny Raichu color difference it's you know, it's pretty decently substantial, the difference with the Pikachu is extremely subtle, so you could easily accidentally not even know you have one. And they're not the easiest things to find. I myself was lucky enough to be able to get one. Luckily for me, I have business ventures that take me all over. I've explained that before, and I know I'll hear a lot of heat about it, but it's just kind of what it is. So I was able to grab a Shiny Pikachu, which you see in the video, and I wasn't... I don't want to talk about what happened when I got it, but I'm showing right now it evolving into Raichu. Now, there's nothing really special about it. It's just a different color. It's just kind of like a trophy, a wall hanger, what have you. I actually like collecting all the different Pikachus. I have all the hats ones, you know, the birthday hat, the Christmas one, the trainer hat for the anniversary, and so on and so forth. I have both of the shiny ones. So it's pretty cool. It doesn't add at all to your Pokédex, but it will show up if you look into your Pokédex itself. You will see if you have actually caught one. So let's say you have like 50 of them that you've gotten from wherever. And now, also, before I go into that, there's people keep asking, okay, well, why did only Japan get it? It's going to start in Japan, and then they're probably going to make it global. So if you haven't had the opportunity to be able to be in Japan and be able to actually get it from the event, I'm 100% sure they're going to release it all over, because it would be completely insane to not do that. Now, here's one thing I will say about it, and I was kind of shocked. I saw very, very, very few legendary raids going on over there. Like, almost, like, basically, raids in general just seem to be not a thing. Like, I mean, you could go to New York City in Central Park, or Philadelphia, or California in the States, and there's, you know, during the day, and there's raids all over the place. I mean, every other one is a raid. Doesn't seem to be that way in Japan, where they don't seem to be very many at all, and the ones that they do have up are kind of like the low-level ones, or these new raid bosses like the Dragonite and things like that, that usually when Golem and stuff that, you know, we haven't really seen before. Now, legendary raid-wise, non-existent. I'm not even joking. It was kind of funny. One of the guys I was talking to was in absolute amazement that I had a Lugia. So apparently they're exceptionally rare. I wish I could trade them for money. I probably could have made a buck or two. So, I mean, yeah, I mean, in my opinion, have they waited too long between the shinies? Yes. I think they should have just released it on a global scale after all the events were done, like the day the last event is done. You know, just release it on a global scale for the Shiny Pikachu for everybody. I don't think it's right that... Personally, I don't think it's right that anybody gets anything first, you know, or area-wise. I also think that they do need to continue with the unlocking of the regional exclusives. I mean, it's just... It's unless you're able to travel, you're cheating. Or, you know, well, that's about it. You're never going to be able to collect them, to catch them all, because there's these regional exclusive, which I personally don't believe in. You know, Mr. Mimes are all over the place now. The Kazakhstans are being available, but still not in the States, which I think is pretty asinine. So, you know, unless you're able to, or have the means to be able to go around different places, it's really not advantageous to you to say, hey, I'm going to try to catch them all. So, here's another thing having to do with the event over in Japan, which I got to be honest, they kind of got it better than what the States did. There are about 1 million, and I mean they're everywhere. Like when we had the Shiny Magikarp when that was available for everybody. I mean, don't get me wrong, there were an abundance of them because of the water event, but you still only really kind of popped up in masses around the water. These Pikachu things were popping up everywhere. I mean, 4 or 5 every 2 feet. I mean, it was pretty crazy. For you not to be able to find one, just the odds of it are completely in your favor just because there's so many of them. Now, you know, I mean, like right now, the Magikarp Shiny is still available in the game, so I'm hard pressed to think that after the events are over, they won't be released on a global scale to everybody and be released constantly going forward. You know, again, it's shinies. I mean, now people are going and saying, oh, well, can you hatch a shiny? Or what about the baby Pikachu? Is there a shiny baby Pikachu? I haven't seen one. If somebody has one or seen one, let me know, because I have no clue whatsoever. And, I mean, it's all the starter Pokemon over there. Like, there's a ton of Squirtles, Bulbasaurs, and Charmanders. It's just every now I was able to get a whole ton. And and the unknowns. I mean, unknowns are basically common over there. I don't know how. I mean, when I say they got it good, they got it good. I mean, all of these different Pokemon that we're having an almost impossible time. I mean, an unknown is 10 times more rare than the rarest Pokemon. Point blank and simple, not to mention the fact that there's freaking over 20 of these things, different ones. They're all over. I mean, they're popping up, and I was like, I was in shock. I couldn't believe my eyes when I saw them. I was like, oh, wow, okay, you guys got it like this. So a ton of them. Chanseys all over the place. Unknowns of all different letters. Unfortunately for me, I wasn't able to grab any of the ones that I didn't already have, which kind of upset me. One other thing I will say is that I noticed is that all the eggs that I got from there were 2 kilometer eggs. I don't know if that was on purpose. I haven't heard or read anything about it, but I don't really know. So anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to subscribe, all that fun stuff. Don't forget to hit that like button. And I'll catch you guys later. Bye.